Hey, what's up everybody, BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so finally on the right side of town. After getting everything that I usually get from Target, I'm always making a Target run, right? But I feel pretty good. In much better shape than I felt 2 days ago when I was exhausted and all of that. It's almost 5 o'clock already. I think it is, somewhere 4:15 actually, ain't that close, but I did my little routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed the NBA basketball videos that I left there. Just going off the top of my head as I often do, and feels good to be back on the channel after being away for about 2 days. I normally don't take that long away from uploading, but in this case, I felt it would probably be in my best interest to just get some rest in the daytime, and I ain't really having nothing to upload. Didn't want to just make up nothing. So yeah, man, good to be back. Good to be back out. Fresh air, perfect weather, and you know, pensive thoughts. I guess pensive because I'm still paying attention to what's going on in Gaza, and that's really what's irritating. It's just, I was thinking about that last night as I was meditating about everything else I had been meditating about, and I tell you the truth, I'm angry at Israel for desensitizing my eyes in regards to the death of children and what it looks like seeing dead children. I've seen so many, as many of you have who've been paying attention to this, and it just, you know, I was looking at a little girl today, right now, just as I was getting off the bus. She had probably been looking at me already for about 25 seconds, but I was just staring out the window, and when I looked back at her, I could see she was reacting to the energy I was giving off. And it was almost like I was scaring her. But what I could never explain to her is what's on my mind is seeing little people like you no longer being around no more. It's a God's honest truth. Is what it looks like when you have a brain like mine, having seen images like those for the past 127 days. It's honestly what was on my mind. And I look down, I see her little stroller, and she looking dead at me. I'm like, that's what you're picking up. It's a combination of that, the pensive energy that comes from thinking about that, and also just how the world's reacting to me as I walk about. People are clutching their purses and all different types of stuff I perceive is just unwarranted energy for what it is that I actually am about, for who it is that I am versus what it is my physical nature gives off based on the stereotypes that surround us and those who have painted the picture of who those stereotypes are and what they're really about. It just gets to a point where everywhere I go, I find myself looking around like, you just feel like you have to be on guard at all times being a black person in America, man. None of that sounds cliche. People don't want to hear that, but it's a God's honest truth, man. People looking at you like you're about to either steal something, shoot something, punch something, cuss something. I was like, man, I don't have those ideas, man. I don't live that way. I don't think that way. But you get typed as either somebody who does or somebody who, if pushed hard enough, would anyway. And I just feel like you get worn down by the energy of people when you walk in the skin I'm in sometimes. You just don't want to be around people that don't look like you because of that type of energy. You perceive it, whether it's true or not. You look around, you look at eyes, they're looking at you like this. It's like, you get tired of that. You get tired of that when that's not what's on your mind. If I walked around and thrived off of people being threatened by me or afraid of me, I'd feel great about it. And some people do. But me, it wears me down. It's one of the reasons why I hated being a security guard. It's the looks that I used to get when I walk around with the uniform on. I just hated it. And I used to make videos telling y'all about that. I don't like that. I don't like being feared. Because I think those who are fearful of you are often the biggest threat to you. And if you're not trying to push out that type of energy, then it's of no use to you. And that's exactly what it is. It's of no use to me. It ain't power. I'm not confused by that. You got whole armies that think power is people being afraid of them. You ain't got no damn power. That's not power. That's people waiting for the best opportunity to face their fear, which happens to be you. Some people have to overcome themselves to what? Overcome you? That's not what I'm after. It's not who I am. And most importantly, that's a poor typecast of the people that share my hue. We don't act like that naturally, if not forced to, by way of culture, by way of those who don't love us, by those who want to force feed that type of nonsense onto us, who likely are just projecting their very own spirits onto what it is they think our flesh is. It's like there's so many different variations of that as we see it. I won't tell you the Arabs are the terrorists when they actually are the actual terrorists. Who are telling you the Arabs are terrorists? It's them. They are the ones who will go around terrorizing people. You know, I was thinking about something about this Gaza situation in my meditation last night as I further thought about these things. And the night before, probably. I don't remember when this thought crossed my mind, but I'm glad I'm thinking it now. A lot of us truly believe that the terrorism in Gaza is about them taking the land. But if you really, really think about it, they've always had control of that land. They've always had it. They control the electricity in that land. They control the water in that land. They make it so that people can't come in and can't come out. At what point in time do we stop letting the narrative run that this is about them taking the land from those people? Those people never had the land, or haven't had the land since it was taken from them by force by these terrorists. This was about getting their rocks off on murdering people. That's all this is about. If you really want to know, they don't have to take land they already control. That's like America saying we're going to take back the streets of Compton. Fool, you own the streets of Compton. Now, if you want to enforce wiping the streets clean of the people there by using your force, then that's what you can call it. But as far as them trying to take back the land or take the land from the people, then people don't have that land. That's Zionist-run land. Zionists have just decided they want to go ransack the place and shoot up the joint and blow stuff up. That's literally it. If they decide they want to clean that land up, there's a million ways to do it. This is just one way they want to do it. Cleanse the land of the people. But America, as I've meditated on this, they ain't taking this land from the Palestinians. They have taken the land from the Palestinians and have had control over it for the last 75 years. This ain't about that. It's about killing. This is about terrorizing the most innocent of us all. The poor children of the earth who can't do nothing but die at the power of those who have the power to sway everything in the world. You have to ask yourself, of what use do we hold to these same people who are killing them if they're not killing us the same way when they have the power to do so? We need to start asking these questions. Why do I get to survive and the children of Rafah and the children of the Gaza Strip don't get to survive? When you have just as much sway over my country as they do over theirs. Well, what use do I hold to you? They're toying with people. That's all it is. They're toying with everybody. This feels like a damn social experiment if you ask me. If you really think about it. If they actually wanted to silence all of us and they control all of these sites for which we use our voice, couldn't they just shut it off to all of us? Why are they only shutting off a few of us? Why are they cutting off some but letting the rest through? This is an experiment of some other third reason other than them trying to steal the land or not doing it at all as they want us to think. As they give us propaganda that they know we ain't gonna buy. Kill one terrorist is worth 200,000 dying, or whatever kind of weird Israel math they on. When you ask yourself, why do I even know about this if not for what they allow? That's like me saying I'm gonna censor something and then only shutting off 2 of 10. And I'm gonna censor what it is I control, but then cutting off 2 of 10. Why you let them 8 through? These are the questions I'm starting to ask after 127 days of this. Why are you terrorizing why are you desensitizing my mind to the death of children? If not for me having some use to you in that mindset. Because if you didn't want me to know about it, just like everything else you control, you just snuff it out to where I couldn't see it. But you ain't do that. You want me to think that you're doing that, but I know if you were effective in doing that, it wouldn't be done. Why? Because when it's time to talk about the shot, can't be done. And I talked about all this different Gaza stuff, everything that I've talked about on this channel. But the one time they delete one of my videos and warn me this, warn me that, it's when we starting to talk about that damn shot. But allegedly, they don't want us to know about what it is that's going on in Gaza. They don't want us to uproar and none of that. Nah, this is something else. Something else is happening here, y'all. And it's not as simple as genocide and silence the people who are protesting it. Nah, because if they wanted to silence people who are protesting it, we wouldn't be talking. There's something else going on. That's what meditation has taught me over the last couple of days. They ain't taking the land from the Gaza Strip. They already own that damn land. They took that land 75 years ago. They're murdering children for another reason. And I don't know what it is, but those are the questions I'm starting to ask. It ain't simple. It's not a simple-minded reason. It's just that they think we're simple-minded. So they give us propaganda that they know we can easily debunk. Immediately debunk. People who are smart enough need to start asking those questions. Why do they want us to know what they're doing while they're doing it? Why aren't they stopping us from talking about it? Why are they pretending they want to stop people from talking about it when they're not actually stopping people from talking about it? What is really happening? How come I had foresight that all of this was going to pan out the way it is, in the way that people are starting to back away from it, to where the interest of this situation is starting to spread to where everybody's aware of it now 100-something days later? Why was I able to project that? But they weren't, if they wanted to actually stop us from knowing about it. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense, because when it's time to shut people off from talking about something, they effectively do so. When it's time to talk about that stupid shot, no, you can't talk about that. We're going to wipe all your videos away. There's something else happening. I don't know what it is, but it ain't as simple as we protest the genocide and the genocide continues to happen. There's something else happening. And I think they're toying with our heads in regards to it. And they're sacrificing those people to effectively get that done. And it's children, no less, they're doing this too. And so as I continue to meditate, I'm going to tell you what comes to me. But that's the next thing I want to talk about in regards to my God. What the hell are these people really doing? What are they really doing? I know what they want us to think they're doing. I know what they want us to think. We think they want us to know. But it's a little different than that. It's something else too. Because if they wanted to effectively have us believe something, just like they've done for the last 400 years, they do that too. And that's not what's happening here. They're letting the real message bleed through. So if the real message has some use to them, then what is it that they're trying to get us to react to? How is it that they get to move our reaction and compassion in a certain direction? What moves once we start getting fed up of what it is they do? And how do they benefit from that? These are the questions I need to start asking now. By effectively walking right into what it is that they're waltzing me toward, what kind of trap am I walking into? This is the type of questions intelligent people need to start asking. Because they're trying to funnel us in a certain direction. The question is, what's over there? At any rate, I've run out of time. But that is exactly what I wanted to say. My name is BDF 44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.